Yo, what's up, guys? Fiso Athamati here, and this is a podcast, the evangelical show dedicated to bringing the gospel of Jesus Christ to the people of Soweto. Daki Sotra. So today's topic is we're going to be discussing the L.E.S.'s views on sex. So I was watching his interview with Mac G. It was a pretty interesting and dope interview. I don't want to lie. Mac G's podcasts always make me laugh. I'm told that they always make me laugh. I'm not saying they are clean, but they are fun. Now, as I was listening to the Shandis, like they spoke about a number of things, how the L.E.S became the L.E.S, his trip, and like his upbringing, how Josie became Josie, a whole lot of stuff. It was very interesting. It was very nice. I felt very old. I was like, yo. I felt very old, but it was very nice, fun, and engaging. So an interesting part, and why you need to even consider the L.E.S.'s views on sex there was a part where Mac G was complaining to the L.E.S. He was like, hey, yo man, remember this other time it was me, you, and some other guy, and there was this chick. So you smashed. So by you, he was telling the L.E.S and this other guy. Sorry, I don't know the guy's name. And Mac G was the last to smash. So the L.E.S had sex with the lady first, and then the other guy also had sex with the lady. Mac G was the one who smashed last. Now he was complaining. He was like, "Hey, oh man, I ate leftovers." And then the L.E.S was like, Nah man, don't call them leftovers. We were the lucky ones. We were in the presence of a goddess. And we should be grateful that for such an experience. And I was thinking, I was like, no way. So now I don't agree with his views. But there was something which he said. So he said that he considers sexual engagements or having sex with people as spiritual encounters. And I was like, what? And Mac G was like, "Hey, man, that's deep, man, that's deep. And I was like, yeah. And I have to say that I agree with the L.E.S. I believe that there is a certain spiritual element that is linked with sex. If we read 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16, the Bible says, do you not know that he who is joined to a prostitute becomes one body with her? For as it is written, the two will become one flesh. So when people have sex, two people become one. The two become one. Now, if you have sex with a prostitute, you become one with the prostitute, and that prostitute was one with the guy before you, and the other 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 guy. Okay, you get where I'm going. So you have become one with all those people. So you were basically having sex with other dudes. Verse 18 says, Paul tells people to flee from sexual immorality, for every sin that a man commits is outside the body, but the sexually immoral person sins against his own body. When you steal, you're stealing from somebody else. When you kill, you're killing somebody else. That is outside your body. But when you are sexually immoral, you sin against yourself. So that means you're damaging yourself. So we can illustrate this. You can have one partner. But you can contract things from various people, even if you only have one partner, if your partner is immoral. Let's make this example. So A is dating B. B has multiple partners. Let's say maybe she is dating C, D, and E. C has multiple partners. D has multiple partners. E is dating G and G has maybe AIDS and so on. Let's say in this scenario they're not using condoms, nothing, it's just flesh to flesh, nyama to nyam. And so on. Shas or no. Now, if that is the case, A does not need to have sex with G for A to have AIDS. I think that it's basic. So everyone in this picture can be affected. You see how and so you see how this can move. Now imagine from a spiritual point of view and so on. If this person becomes one nalo spiritually shuti nalamanyala wakhe, nawe uba one with amanyala wakhe, with all that filth, now uba one with all that filth. Now from a physical point of view you can say, okay, I can wear a condom, yeah, but a condom does not save you or does not protect you from the spiritual element. So there's no spiritual condom. So physical, okay, you can have protection. There can be a spiritual there can be a physical condom that can protect you from contracting AIDS, but there's no such thing as a spiritual condom, because like when we look at Matthew chapter 5 verse 28, Jesus says that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery in his heart. So if you're just by looking in a lustful manner or in a lustful fashion, you have already committed the act, how much more dangerous is the act? So if you're just by looking, you have already done it. How much more when you are doing it? A condom cannot help you by doing it. A condom cannot help you by it cannot protect you, because you're just by looking. I'll say and the adultery it does not apply to you. Let's say those, we can translate it for those who are not married, to say to you, those that look at a woman in a lustful manner have committed fornication in their heart. So they have committed sexual immorality in their heart. So you've had all these spiritual encounters with all these people. Now the question is, if let's use our example foot. If A if A is you, let's say you are A, and G has, instead of having AIDS, is cast, and so on. Maybe there's a curse on G's life. Let's say C has a demon. Is it possible that A will also have a demon, or A will also contract G's curses? I don't know. What do you think? Drop your ideas or your opinion down in the comment section. I'd very much love to hear you. This was Fiso Atamati, and this is Podcast.